In this problem, I want to solve this trigonometric equation here. But whenever you get to solve a trig equation, always read the instructions to find out what type of solutions they're looking for. In this problem, they want the answer to lie between 0 and 360 degrees, so it tells you you're in degrees. And also it says you need to approximate the solutions to the nearest tenth of a degree. So that's a good hint that maybe you're going to have to use your calculator and not the unit circle. So let's take a look at our equation. The sine of theta minus 2 equals negative 2 sine theta plus 4. Let's look at the trig functions we have. I have a sine of theta and a sine of theta. My trig functions are the same, my angles are the same, and I only have one trig function and the highest power on it is a degree 1. So this is the simplest type of trig equation. It is a linear trig equation in sine theta. So how do you solve any linear equation? You get all your variables on one side, all your constants on the other. So that means that I need to get this negative 2 sine theta over to this side. So I'm going to add 2 sine theta to both sides of the equation. These two are going to add up to 0, so I get sine theta plus 2 sine theta is 3 sine theta minus 2 equals 4. Now I need to get rid of this minus 2, so I'm going to add 2 to both sides. And so I get 3 sine theta is 4 plus 2 is 6. Last thing I have to do to get sine theta by itself is divide both sides by 3. So this tells me that the sine of theta equals 2. Well, hopefully you remember from all the graphing we've done and all the other work we've done is that the sine of theta has to lie somewhere between negative 1 and 1. If you remember the unit circle, the maximum y value on the unit circle is 1, the minimum is negative 1. So the sine of theta must lie between negative 1 and 1. And we're looking for a value of theta that makes the sine of theta equal to 2. Well, 2 definitely doesn't lie between negative 1 and 1, therefore this is impossible. Therefore there is no solution. But say you were having a bad day and you didn't realize this was no solution. So if you get this statement, the sine of theta equals 2, the next step would be to take your calculator and say theta is the inverse sine of 2. Plug that into your calculator and see what it says. So let's take a look at a calculator. Here I have a TI 83 Plus. So let's check my mode. I'm in degrees, that's fine. So now I'm just going to find the inverse sine of 2. Notice that on this calculator I have to hit second sine. So the inverse sine of 2 is, hit enter. It gives you a domain error, which basically says this is not possible. This statement is not possible. So what is the answer? No solution.